Do you have the energy to do another video today?
Barely. But I do have the power
Dun dun dun!
to do another video.
Very nice.
There is a place where legends are born. Where the light confronts the dark. A world of incredible mystery, magic, and adventure. A world where colossal powers will collide in a battle to control the universe.
All right, welcome back, Paul.
Thank you.
I feel we talked already about He-Man recently, or was that a dream?
Nope, we did. But we talked about the new one.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about the OG Masters of the Universe movie.
We're going back in time.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back, everyone. So in our last episode, as we just said, we talked about the new He-Man movie that's in the cinema right now. And then we went and rewatched the old one with Dolph Lundgren. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And for me, it's kind of cool to do this video also because I went and rewatched the new one and then watched the old one with you on the same day, like preparing for this exact video. So I have them both very fresh in my mind. And when I watched the 1987 one, I was like, hey, that's a reference to... Oh, no, wait a minute. It was the other way around.
Good journey! Good journey, kid.
Yeah.
So I've been very much looking forward to talk about the original Masters of the Universe from 1987.
Well, it's a movie that's been both hated and criticized and also loved.
Absolutely.
For the last 40 years.
But I think the ratio has I think it got a lot of hate when it came out, and with the years it's gotten more love and more appreciation and a bigger fan following.
It became a cult classic.
It's a cult classic, or at least that's what we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah.
And normally when we do these videos, we like to kind of, before we go into spoilers and everything, all the details about this and that, we like to just tell you guys if we think this is a movie you should check out or not. So before we give people spoilers on a 30, 40-year-old movie, do you think this is a movie people should watch today? Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, or at least if you like fantasy, science fiction movies, it's a great rewatch. Even if you didn't like it back then, I think it's a movie that will grow on you.
Yeah. If you're a Masters of the Universe fan, like a He-Man fan from the, I don't know, like if you're a newer He-Man fan and you watch the new movie, would you think it's worth rewatch? Or go and watch for the first time if you didn't know what it was back then?
Well, back then I would have said no, but since then we've had so many different versions of He-Man, like the OG, the New Adventures, both Netflix
Kevin
shows.
Bacon show.
Smith.
Him too. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think watching it again today is it's more acceptable.
I have also one more reason for why someone should watch this movie today. Whether you're a fan of He-Man or Masters of the Universe or not, this movie now is like a time capsule to the 80s. And if you want to see like how things looked in the 80s, or if you grew up in the 80s like us and you want something a little bit nostalgic, and if you just like 80s movies, this is a really cool 80s movie. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, All right, let's continue.
Moving on.
And from here on out, just be prepared for spoilers.
Yeah. So this is a movie that almost didn't happen. Why was that?
Well, because this was a kind of joint operation, you could say, between Canon, the movie studio Canon and Mattel. And Mattel wanted to kind of have a movie on He-Man, and Canon. Then they agreed with Canon that Canon would pay half the cost and Mattel would pay half. And Canon was like, okay, so you guys pay the first half and then we pay the last part. And Canon were, at that time, they were struggling because they had so many movie projects and they had kind of...
And many failures as
many
well.
failures and many movies that didn't
Superman.
cash. Superman, yeah. Many movies that didn't cash in as much as they hoped, and they're also over the top with Sly. So they were already kind of on the verge of bankruptcy. So if it hadn't been for Mattel stepping in at the end and kind of saving this movie, we would have never seen Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren.
Does it show?
Absolutely not. For the most part, not. It shows it a little bit. It shows in the sense that most of the movie is on Earth.
Yeah.
They are locked in a battle to the death. A battle that will take them across the heavens.
Stop him!
A battle that will finally be fought
I want them hunted down and brought to me!
across the face
Police! Nobody move!
of Earth.
But besides that, if you didn't know that was why it's on Earth, and you're not like a He-Man fan, so you're expecting and hoping for Eternia, would it bother you if it's just like, if you just look at it as an 80s action, fantasy, sci-fi adventure, that it's a lot of it is going on Earth?
Again, back then,
Yeah.
it was total dog shit.
Yeah, it was very disappointing.
I was expecting Snake Mountain and a little bit more Grayskull than we got, and yeah, a lot of characters missing from the movie. Orko and Battle Cats.
Yeah, Battle Cat, and many of the cool characters in general from the Masters of the Universe setting. But also, I remember when I watched it as a kid, I was like, okay, so we're going to Earth. Okay, when do we get back?
Yeah.
And when do we get back? Just like for that final scene.
And yeah, they went to Earth and they just
hung around.
Yeah. The whole movie.
But that didn't bother me as much now.
No. Knowing the history behind everything, and the new movie also finding place on Earth.
Yeah, they also
and
go back.
Also, back then, as a kid, I didn't know about He-Man actually, or his mother being from Earth. I didn't know that was canon back then.
Yeah. But it wasn't in the original cartoon, was it? Or do they ever go into it?
Yeah, in the original cartoon.
They talk about
her being an astronaut from Earth, landing on Eternia.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. So that's it's true canon.
Canon.
From a canon movie.
Yeah. So just who do we what actors are in this movie and who has directed the movie?
Masters of the Universe. Dolph Lundgren is He-Man. Frank Langella is Skeletor. And Meg Foster is Evil Lynn. Masters of the Universe. Coming to Earth this summer.
You want to talk about that very briefly?
Most important?
Dolph
Lundgren.
Yeah. What do you think? Does he look the part?
he absolutely looks the part. He doesn't have the accurate costume, but he still looks the part.
Yeah, he has the
And
shoulder pads
and the cape and
the undies.
Yeah.
He did get the loincloth.
no.
So just running around in his underwear, or like.
And one thing I didn't notice back then when I first saw it was his Swedish accent.
Yeah.
Tila, I have no choice. This is our fight. I don't want innocent people to die.
Well said, He-Man.
But upon rewatching it now, you could really hear his Swedish accent breaking through.
And he doesn't even have all that many lines. He
No.
doesn't say too much in the movie. Well, he had up to three tries on every scene or something in his contract, that if he couldn't get it right the first time, he was allowed to try again. And they were actually considering dubbing him for the movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't, though. Despite his Swedish accent, it's nice that he got to do it himself.
Yeah.
Um,
And he wasn't the worst back then if you compare him to Van Damme or Schwarzenegger.
Arnold, yeah.
Oh.
Nice chariot. Where's the horses? Yeah, that's from Hercules in New York.
No, they actually dubbed him.
In that one?
Yeah.
Not in that scene, did they?
in the
Not the version I've seen.
No, but the original release.
Ah.
But when they released the DVD,
I've seen it on DVD.
They,
that was with Arnold.
they redubbed it
Yeah.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow. We're sidetracking as
Yep.
usual. Okay, the director of the movie. Goddard.
Something.
Greg Goddard? Gary Goddard.
Yeah.
Did he make anything before this movie? I think he had made some like sci-fi fantasy stuff that kind of landed him this director role. Do you think he did a good job with the Masters of the Universe, all in all? Being like a epic sci-fi fantasy movie.
He could have done a better job, but again, there's
the
a different
limitations. Yeah.
appreciation today.
But like the tagline in the commercial or something back then was like the Star Wars of the 80s. I don't feel that's very accurate going back and looking at it again.
No.
Okay, who else do we have in the movie?
Frank Langella.
Yeah. As Skeletor.
Everything comes to he who waits. And I have waited so very long for this moment.
What did you think about his performance?
He absolutely nailed the role. He actually loved doing that movie.
Why?
Because his grandson was a big fan of.
Was it his grandson or his youngest son? One of the two.
Yeah. A family member was a huge fan of the action figures and really wanted him to do this movie.
Yeah. And he has said that he actually really enjoyed doing the movie and the role as well.
Yeah.
And he completely steals the show.
Absolutely.
The great eye will open, and all the powers of Grayskull will be bestowed upon me. Your wondrous sorceress will die. You dare threaten her life? I dare anything. I am Skeletor.
And I don't know if it's like because it's a very young Dolph Lundgren that he doesn't have a lot of acting experience yet. He had done Rocky, and maybe he had done the James Bond villain role as well. But I think this might have been his third role, and definitely his first try as a main kind of lead and a hero in a movie.
And also his first PG-13.
That too.
Yeah.
And, okay, if Dolph had somewhat of an accent as Ivan Drago, you can kind of look. It doesn't show because he's supposed to be a Russian kind of character, but here his accent and also he was a little bit more inexperienced. So the fact that Frank Langella as Skeletor takes some of that part and he kind of steals the scenes and he has more dialogue, monologue. He is kind of the main character. He's not the main hero. He's the bad guy, but he is almost like the guy you're watching. We get his perspective almost more than we get the hero's perspective. And I think, I don't know if that was to cover up that Dolph didn't have much lines or whatever, but it kind of saves the movie to a degree.
Yeah. But I think you can, I think it's in the movie Kingsman, where the villain says something in like line like this, that a James Bond movie is just as good as its villain.
Yeah.
And I think that goes for most superhero movies.
That's true.
The villain is the one's
kind of like in the Marvel movies where we always have a very memorable and good villain, huh?
What?
Right? How about that?
No.
But in the DC movies, we do.
Yeah.
Then that's true. You want to have a memorable and cool and interesting bad guy in your movie, or else it'll just be very forgettable and uninteresting. And also, there's a balance there, because a very good villain will make your good guy look a little bit boring as well. So maybe that's a balance that is not that easy to manage, but all in all, I think Dolph did a good job as He-Man as well. He's very, like, exactly what you would expect from a stoic hero character.
Yeah, if it wasn't for his age, I would still want him as He-Man today.
Yeah. And I think if the movie had been made maybe just 2-3 years later, I think we would have gotten a very different, like, performance on his part. Like, he would have had more bigger. He would have been more self-confident as an actor, and he would probably do more with the role as He-Man. Just to do a comparison, how do you feel the new He-Man compares to the old He-Man? And what about Prince Adam in the old one and the new one? How about that?
Well, there is no Prince Adam in the old one.
What? But that's not accurate to the, like, Masters of the Universe, right?
Well, actually it is.
Go on.
Because when you bought the action figures back in '82, they came with these mini comics.
Yeah.
And in those comics, there never was a Prince Adam.
No.
That didn't happen until the
cartoon show.
Yeah. So he was basically a barbarian or a jungle man like Tarzan.
A mix between Tarzan and Conan, living in the jungle and being a badass.
So there never was
So in that sense, the old Masters of the Universe is more accurate to the source material.
You can say that.
Yeah, you can say that. To Dolph Lundgren and the movie's defense.
Yeah, you can say that.
But let's just compare him as He-Man. How do you feel like the Dolph Lundgren He-Man compares to the new, like, interpretation of the character by Nicholas something?
Galitzine.
Yeah.
Well, I think they both do an excellent job, but Dolph Lundgren is more confident as He-Man because he has been He-Man the whole time.
Yeah.
So it shows that
he is already the He-Man.
He is He-Man, but Nick Galitzine, he's only just becoming He-Man.
Yeah, that's true, and he's not even He-Man in the beginning.
No.
So there is that actually. Okay, just since we're on the topic, what about the old Skeletor compared to Jared Leto's Skeletor in the new one?
Well, they both are the show stealers. Langella is more dark and gritty than the cartoon version.
I get a little bit like Darth Vader vibes from him.
And Jared Leto is more true to the cartoons, but it still kind of brings in Langella's Skeletor as well. He's
to a
he's
degree.
balancing the dark and the humorous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, Langella's Skeletor does have the sarcastic, very like. He's funny, but he's scary.
Yeah.
He's not as goofy as the cartoon version, but he's also he has that very sarcastic side as well.
But I don't think I could actually choose.
Okay, I think I would have. It would be close, but I think I would have given first place to Frank Langella's Skeletor.
His Skeletor is more Shakespearean.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you would,
yeah. All right. So, what else do you want to talk about? Well, who else do we have that's worth mentioning? Is there any other famous actors in this movie or actresses?
Well, Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
As Teela? No. Wait.
No.
Shira? No.
None
wait.
of them.
Evelyn? No.
Friendly human sidekick. What was her name in the movie?
Julia. Jules. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Julie. Sure, listen to this.
And she goes around and hangs out with this the character that is not Orko, the little fella.
Gwildor. Yeah. Well, that's kind of where the problem begins, because as soon as the movie shifts from Eternia to Earth, I feel like Julia becomes the main character. Of the movie.
Julia and the other guy, I can't even remember the name.
The boyfriend.
Yeah. Kevin? Was it Kevin and Julia? I feel his name was Kevin.
Hello?
Kevin, thank God it's you.
Julie's not here right now.
Kevin, this is Julie. What's going on?
That guy. You see, so that's the least interesting part of the movie. And they use a lot of time on these two characters before we get back to the main story and everything with He-Man and Man-at-Arms and Teela. Well, what did you think about that? That they had such focus? You didn't like it?
I don't like it at all.
No, that's the weakest part of the movie for sure. Okay, what about Man-at-Arms and Teela then? And Gwildor.
Well, Man-at-Arms and Teela. Man-at-Arms looks the part, but have the whole color scheme wrong.
Yeah. I can.
It's really 80s.
Very 80s version.
And that was a thing in the 80s, 90s, and even the beginning of
nobody looked comic book accurate.
Look at X-Men.
Yeah.
They didn't dare to use all the bright colors.
Yeah.
They feared it would look silly on film.
Teela doesn't look like Teela either.
No, she looks like
she belongs into the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
For some reason.
If we're going to split up, we'd better synchronize our personal locators. You both ready? And
if you find the key, activate the sourcing signal. Good journey.
Good journey.
Good journey.
They are okay for the movie.
Absolutely.
For the time. But there's not much.
They don't have much to work with.
No.
But
Gwildor, he's a substitute or replacement for Orko.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know how to make the character float.
Was that why they didn't use Orko?
So they didn't have the money.
Yeah, obviously.
So they came up with this character instead.
So it's kind of funny because he looks like he was supposedly based kind of on Yoda.
He was based and sculpted after.
Yeah,
Yoda,
but for me, he looks more like a leprechaun.
A woman came to see me. Said she heard about my fame as a locksmith. She seemed interested in my work. How could I know she was from Snake Mountain? She was beautiful.
That would be Evelyn.
She tricked me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of funny because, like, I think this is Courtney Cox' first proper movie.
Yeah.
And we have a leprechaun type of character.
Yeah.
And then we have the movie Leprechaun, which is Jennifer Aniston's first movie.
That's correct.
With the leprechaun. So that's also just a little funny coincidence. Okay, so
Evelyn.
Yeah, the villains. Let's start with Evelyn.
She is probably one of the most accurate characters in the whole movie.
And there you have the difference. For example, if you compare the new movie to the old movie with Teela and Man-at-Arms, the Man-at-Arms. Well, I mean, for the most part, he's just a drunk in the new one. So they could have done more with him, but Idris Elba's character is really good, and Teela in the new one, she is a very cool character. She has more to work with. So that's like a no contest. But when we talk about Evelyn, I mean, that's if I was going to say which one is the better, I think I would actually say the old one.
Yeah, because I feel that the new Evelyn is more comic relief, or she's not funny, but
she gives way to the scenes to be funny with Skeletor, for example, when they don't laugh at his jokes.
She leans into the funny.
Yeah.
But this Evelyn, she's evil, and I think she's
evil and she's Lynn.
She could easily stab Skeletor in the back and go for the...
And the actress with the eyes, what's her name again?
Meg
Foster.
Yeah.
She's awesome in all movies I've seen her in from the 80s. She's just amazing.
Thank you, my darling.
And I had a major crush on her growing up.
Yeah. And her eyes are so intense, like you can drown.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
She wins the Evelyn contest between the old and the new one.
No doubt.
And also, again, like the new Evelyn, she doesn't do much. And you have these weird scenes where just like she disappoints Skeletor. He kind of almost chokes her to death, but then she does. I was like, okay, she's going to backstab him. Okay, he's going to pay for this later on. And nothing happens. Here in this one, I feel also the character has more authority.
Absolutely.
What about other characters we have in both movies?
Well, Beastman.
Beastman.
This one looks more... maybe not comic accurate, but accurate to the action figure.
Yeah.
And he looks more like a Wolfman or... Yeah.
Beastman!
Yeah. The new Beastman is...
Sabretooth.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast and a man.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a nap, Beastman.
But besides him, like Gwildor and Orko, they just replaced all the other original...
With
with new characters instead. Yeah.
But what I do enjoy about the old version is that Beastman is there throughout the whole movie. In the new one, you kind of only get to see him properly in the beginning or early.
Yeah, he kind of disappears after failing to bring back the sword.
And there's a similar scene actually where like you see Skeletor is like telling Beastman to bow in the new one, and there you have a lot of similarities in the old one and the new one.
Yeah, because Beastman is sent first to Earth. In the new one, it's the sword, and in the old one, it's the cosmic key.
Yeah.
So he's sent back or sent to Earth to bring back the key,
and he
fails.
So you have those things, and you have other similarities here and there as well in the movie. Earth, both movies going to Earth, and the landing, the way the heroes land in the swamp in the old one,
Yeah.
It's very similar to how Adam crash lands into Earth, like when he's a kid.
Yeah.
So you have that as well. And these are, I mean, if I hadn't rewatched the old one, I wouldn't have thought of these things. All right. So what else is worth mentioning with the villains? The ones you mentioned, you said like we have some original bad guys made.
One of the new characters actually made it into the new one as well.
Which one, Blade or the Goblin character?
The Goblin character.
What was the name of the Goblin character?
Korg.
Korg.
Yeah.
So Korg is in both movies.
Yeah, he made it into the new franchise. I've heard rumors that Blade is supposed to be in the new one as well, but I can't.
You couldn't find him.
Remember it? No.
No, me neither. Okay, what about Blade and Korg? And Saurak or
Saurak. That's a snake.
Snake character.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see much of him, but like Blade was really cool.
Yeah.
I've waited a long time for this.
But I still prefer Beastman. Yeah.
Is that because we wanted the characters from the cartoon show?
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Were there any toys made from the characters from the movie?
Yeah, they made the toys, but the problem was that the toy line was already dying.
Yeah.
So
by 1987, He-Man was kind of done already.
Yeah. So they tried to push it, but it didn't work.
No.
But I think today, if you found them, they would be worth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have one more character that shows up both in the old one and the new one, kinda.
The sorceress.
Yeah, her too, but that wasn't who I was thinking of. Pig Boy.
Yeah, Pig Boy.
So tell us about Pig Boy. Who's Pig Boy?
Well, in the original movie, it was Mattel had this competition where you could win a part in the movie.
Yeah.
And they kind of forgot it.
Yep.
When they started shooting the movie. So they just put him in there in a pig costume.
He walks up, it's in the throne room with Skeletor, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they have a scene with the Pig Boy in the new one as well. But it's not the same. I was hoping it was the same actor, but it wasn't.
No.
It would have been cool if they actually brought back the kid who played the Pig Boy in the old one and had him do Pig Boy in the new one. But oh well. All right. So just what do you think of the all in all, like the scenes, the action, the story of the old one? We said it's not like it kind of let us down back then, but all in all, what did you think when you were rewatching it?
Much better than I remembered. Because just trying to look at it differently as a fantasy movie instead of a He-Man movie. It's much better than I remembered.
And I think that's what you need to do with this movie. You have to go in and keep an open mind.
So yeah, I think the action is great. You can, well, the final battle. They didn't have enough money to finish the movie, so they had already brought down the set.
Yeah.
So
you can tell that in the sword fight between Skeletor and He-Man.
Yeah.
And that's why they are in this dark room and you can't see the rest of.
Yeah, it's just this weird lighting. And,
So that was something, again, like they had to do that just to save the movie. But speaking of that, what did you think of the throne room? And that must have cost all the budget.
That's the whole budget.
That's the whole budget of the movie.
That and maybe Langella's costume.
Yeah.
Because unlike Jared Leto, it's practical. It's a real costume. It's not a...
And I like that with all the characters, Beastman as well, and Korg and all of them. It looks a bit corny and cheesy, but it looks better. Skeletor's costume. What do you think of his golden costume?
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. he gets all godlike. Yeah, it's just
it's kind of reminded me of the Turtles 2.
Super Shredder.
Yeah, so you have like Skeletor, and then it turns into like Super Skeletor.
But this predates.
This is the first one. Yeah. Another cool thing. I mean, we talked about similarities. There are a lot of similarities between the new and the old one. In the new movie, like when Skeletor's has this hologram thing talking to the heroes, and he does this in the old one as well.
Yeah,
he does it several times actually in the old one.
Yeah, and that's how he talks to the people of Eternia, and if you give me He-Man, I will let you live.
Yeah,
so and it's the same story in the new one.
In the new one, and that was also not like when we talked about. There are a lot of things that they do in the new movie that was already done in the first one. There was one more thing, but I've forgotten about it. I'll probably remember it suddenly. Yeah, I remember it. So again, we're way into spoilers and everything, but we had like we have some post-credit scenes in the new one, and we see Evelyn coming and picking up the skull.
Yeah.
And we have something similar in the old one as well.
Yeah, you showed that scene in the other.
I did. If you've seen the video, you know that Frank Langella's Skeletor comes up and says, "I'll be back."
Yeah, and you have the same scene in the new one with the post-credit where Evelyn picks up the skull and he starts laughing.
Just another question: do you think they should have made a sequel to the old one back then? And you think it would have been good if they had done it?
Well, I think we covered that as well.
Partly. But I mean, I had a different perspective on it before rewatching it.
Yeah.
What would have made for a good sequel to the old one? What would they have to have done for it to work? Because they were talking about it and it ended up becoming Cyborg. But before, like, here is the end result and that's Cyborg. But before that, it was like Adam or He-Man going into college as a, I don't know, like a rugby player or like soccer or I don't know, football player.
Flash Gordon.
It's basically Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
But what would they have to have had done to make a sequel to the original work?
Keep the story on Eternia.
Keep the story on Eternia. They would have had to have Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. And
Frank Langella.
Yeah. And maybe the introduction of Hordak and She-Ra, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that would be the right
way.
But
I just wish we had gotten that. That would have been cool. All right.
Bridget Nielsen as She-Ra.
That would be awesome. That would be totally awesome.
I feel like Dolph and Bridget, they did a lot of movies.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Why didn't they do this? That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be great.
Any other topics we haven't gone into you want to talk about?
The music.
Oh, yeah. By John Williams.
It sounds like John Williams.
Yep.
It's
the Rocky IV guy, Bill Conti, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. But it sounds just like, or almost just like Superman. Superman and Star Wars. Yeah. But mostly Superman.
I'm kind of shocked. And it has
the same intro with the font.
Absolutely. It's weird that they didn't get a lawsuit on their asses.
Yeah.
But the music is good.
It is, but it's not as memorable.
No. The new one is, of course, amazing and really good on the music. But for me, it was kind of cool to watch this. As I said, it's like a time capsule.
Mm-hmm.
And like you jump back into the 80s. And you can, like, you have the song Living in a Box by the band Living in a Box. So that was kind of cool because that was a song.
And they played it inside a van.
Yeah.
So it's basically in a box.
And you also, when they walk into the, like, Kevin's buddy who runs like a record company, or not record company, like a record shop, music shop, music store. He's playing like Jimi Hendrix and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all that was pretty cool. And there's one more character. I know we're kind of like jumping back and forth, but there's one cool character, which I also feel like, because mostly the part on Earth drags the movie down, But there's one character kind of that lifts the movie
Yeah,
up.
he brings it up.
He brings it up for sure, and that's James Tolkien, principal. What's his face from Back to the Future?
Yeah.
The bald guy, the cop.
Sit down. All right, no more crapping around. What is this?
I don't know.
Listen, I got vandalism, I got arson, I got stuff blowing up in my face around here. Now, you better know something.
Look, I found it, okay?
You found it? You mean you don't know who the owner is?
No. Listen, I was gonna go put a note down at Charlie's music store, all right?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this down to the station, I'm gonna put it on the computer, I'm gonna check it out, see if it's reported stolen. And for the last time, kid, where'd you find this?
Yeah, he absolutely does the Earth parts justice.
He's really cool. And
so well that they even bring him to Eternia.
Yeah, that's how cool he was. What's the name of the principal in Back to the Future?
I don't remember.
I was going to say McVicker, but that's Beavis and Butthead.
Principal Skinner. No, that's Simpsons.
Close, I think. Well, somebody will correct
Principal
us.
Skinhead.
Yeah, that guy. McFly! So, he was really cool.
Mm.
Yeah. I think we've covered most
Yeah, I think so.
areas.
We've covered Earth, Eternia. Okay, Eternia.
You don't get to see much of Eternia.
Grayskull.
The castle looks cool from the outside.
Yeah.
But you don't get to see anything up close, and you don't get to... I was like kind of surprised because like you always imagine Castle Grayskull. I mean, in the new one, it's in a...
It is Grayskull.
It is Grayskull, and you have the city and everything surrounding it, and you have people living there. Here, it looks just like an isolated castle in the desert.
And it looks more like Hordak's...
That's true. It looks like Hordak's base or fortress or whatever. Oh yeah, Castle Grayskull is of course in both movies.
Yeah.
No, the Grayskull part is better in the new one.
Yeah, it is.
So
But it looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
But it's not.
And this
Grayskull.
is kind of a weird review because like if we had done this review before watching the new one, we wouldn't have compared it as much to the new one. But now it's kind of inevitable.
Mm.
Inevitable. I need more coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all in all, it's a fun, cheesy action movie, sci-fi adventure movie from the 80s, and you have to take it for what it is.
Does it deserve the cult status?
100%. And it deserves even more cult status.
Yeah.
And I think with the new one, kind of hopefully breathing life back into the He-Man franchise, I hope more people go back and rewatch the old one. So, Paul, what would be your rating out of 10 on the old one? And what do we give the new one? 7? Or you gave it 8?
I gave it 8.
I gave it 7. What would be your verdict on the old one?
I think just the Earth part brings it down to a 6.
Okay.
Maybe a weak 7.
All right. So, yeah. If I would have given my opinion on it 20 years ago, it would have been a 4 or a 2. But now, just because I have such appreciation for the 80s, way more now than back then. I think for me, it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
As an 80s movie, it's just a movie that is so enjoyable.
I can agree. As an 80s movie, a 7. As a He-Man movie, a 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree. Actually, I 100% agree with that. So, as a He-Man movie, which one is the better?
The new one.
The new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, then.
Yeah.
I think that covers everything.
It does.
And more, probably. And we have kind of realized we want to we talked a little bit about this in the last video, I think, as well. We want to rewatch a lot of the other cult classics and sword and sorcery, sword and sandals movies from the 80s and maybe some newer ones as well.
Yeah, so Conan, Red Sonja,
Hercules.
Hercules.
So stay tuned because we're going to come back and do more videos on Yeah, the sword and sorcery.
And there will
genre.
probably be more He-Man as well.
For sure.
Maybe the comics, the cartoons.
Yeah.
Or the upcoming video game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely that one. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. And stick around. We'll be back after these messages. Yeah. Oh, wait. Like this. That was also in the new movie and the old movie.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren does it to the new guy.
Good journey, yeah.
Good journey.
Good journey.
Good journey.